you're listening to the Positive Impact Show. And I did that completely backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Completely backwards.
I don't know what you do. Yeah, I don't know what's going
It's
on.
the water.
So you have some more of your people that you brought in.
I do. My people came through. Miss Jasmine. And you see her, you would understand why I'm just like, Jasmine is here. Because she is ready to go to the club. And she came. And she brought a friend named Nancy. Mm-hmm. So they will be talking with us a little later as well.
Okay.
So what else has happened that people are not talking about?
No, wait. So I know you said you're gonna talk later. So Jasmine, you going to the club after this?
I didn't say that.
Oh, I'm asking.
I said she looked like.
Okay, let's not bring in 2016 on some beef and stuff because
I don't beef.
Okay, good. Just
I don't
sure.
beef.
Okay.
I just cut people off.
Okay. So what is you saying? So what is you saying?
All right,
I'm
let's
saying
get back
I
to
love
the
you.
events, right?
Okay.
Go back.
Kim
What else
Kardashian broke the internet.
Oh God, you do not want to talk about
Listen, she wasn't even the biggest news for the Kardashian because her dad, Bruce Jenner, that was the biggest Kardashian story.
But she had to get naked in order to top it.
But
and now Khloe's husband, was found.
Lamar Odom,
And
But you know what else beat that out, the story? Kylie Jenner with
the lips.
You see everybody else has their lips big.
God.
Sucking on bottles.
Stupid.
Yeah. Oh man.
But it's just like the fire challenge.
Yeah.
Where they put and they set their skin on fire. Like, why? Why is that even appealing?
So some other things, like just here in Massachusetts, we won the Super Bowl, which we're going to do again
Yes,
next
the
year.
Pats won the Super Bowl. Yeah.
With people that were convicted this year, the marathon bomber, Aaron Hernandez,
Yep.
and Whitey Bulger.
Whitey Bulger, Aaron Hernandez.
That one,
So
And then that movie came out too.
yes,
And it wasn't a bad movie.
it wasn't too
Oh, the one with
Johnny Depp.
his baby mom.
Why you had to roll your eyes?
I
seen it.
I didn't roll my eyes. I did not. My eyes did not roll
like
at
Johnny
all.
Depp?
His baby mama said they got the movie all wrong.
Look, the baby.
You know what story we didn't mention? That's crazy. That was crazy to me. That really shocked me because it happened live on TV. When the woman was interviewing the other woman, and the dude just came out and shot at both of them.
Yeah.
That story was crazy.
They did it. Like, that was like in and out.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was in and out.
Yeah, but I mean that whole day. I mean they was playing it over and over again.
Something happened where he was.
Fired from the job, and she took
Yeah.
his place. He said that it was discrimination. And he complained. They finally got rid of him because they said he just wasn't good. And so she took his place, and he said she had something to do with it. She was part of the
He
reason.
wanted back.
Yeah, and
But didn't he turn the gun on himself too, though? I thought he killed himself too.
could have. Another thing that happened this year was Floyd Mayweather fought finally.
And beat him. I'm just saying, and beat him.
Yeah.
But that don't try to sneak over that. You gotta say it out loud. You have to say you beat him.
Of course. I was with Floyd on that. I'm not upset. Listen, there's a lot of stuff that happened in 2015. It was just a story.
That was $40 million for 24 minutes.
Yes, it was.
That was $40 million for 24 minutes, but
Yeah.
I need a job like that.
I mean,
You know about Cecil the Lion?
yeah, Cecil the lion they got
You know what
shot
happened in
by
my
the
country
Texas.
though?
So excited. Animals.
Oh yeah,
The baddest DJ on this side of some country over there. What country was it?
That's where I'm from, man.
Where?
Zimbabwe.
Wait a minute.
That's where
Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it through 2000? Because it seems like there's a lot of tension going on right now.
That's where y'all come and shoot all lions and stuff.
You about to say Lion Lives Matter?
So Massachusetts again, we opened our first casino,
We did.
and we also were trying to move forward with the Olympics, although that
But
didn't.
yeah, that don't seem like it is.
There's a casino in Massachusetts?
Yeah, Plainsfield, Plains Ridge, Plainsfield.
Is it like big like Foxwoods?
They're trying to make it big.
Oh, okay.
Plainsfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
And it took
didn't
the
know
what
about
is it? The wind
Yeah.
count people. It took them a long time to finally get that though.
Well, we were in the running for a minute, right? Wasn't
We
it?
were.
So you want to know what one story that like really boggled my mind was the Planned Parenthood videos when people came on talking about selling baby products, right? And then their defense was it was heavily edited. How can you heavily edit something to change from you talking about selling baby products? I don't understand it.
Did I ever see, so they were saying you could find those all over the video, but I didn't see anything like that going viral or anything, so.
Oh, what the baby? The
Yeah, some, they were, when they were at the, during the GOP debate, she was saying you could see it all over. You
Yeah, it
thought
was.
this would have gone
Yeah,
viral.
it was until it really started getting big. It was even on World Star. You could
It
find
was
it
on
World Star
World
Hip
Star,
Hop.
yes.
And but then like as the story got big, you just noticed it just started disappearing. It just went away.
Because it wasn't really relevant.
Whoa,
Exactly. That's exactly what my baby said.
Are you trying to take my place on the show? You know, he came in here when the music was playing, and he like his hand went for the keyboard. I said, "No, no, we don't." He said, "Touch." I said, "No, we not touching. We not doing that right now." So another thing that happened, Bobby Christina.
Oh, she my poor.
Yeah,
Go
she
put it-
passed
go get it to
away.
Jay.
Stuart Scott. That really.
Sean
that bothered
Price.
me.
I mean, Chinks.
Sean Price too.
And Sean Price.
Yep.
That was sad.
Roddy Piper.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, I wasn't into all that.
But still, I mean, you know what doesn't really bother me when someone old, like someone like 80 something years old passes away. I'm like, okay,
That's
they,
a full life, right?
yeah, they live the full. Why are we like? Why is it shocking? Why does the whole nation have to like stop because someone 104 passed away?
Right.
I agree.
I don't know.
I
We
mean,
get
how much
some.
longer
Like
do
that.
they think they're gonna stick around, right?
Oh, speaking, you know who's the happiest man right now? With all the crazy stuff that's going on, you know who's the happiest man right now?
Who?
Charlie Sheen.
Oh, I can't. I'm
The
so.
man has HIV.
They have had it for
And
years.
sleeping with people, and Bill Cosby's story just made that go away.
It was gonna go away anyway, but it's a hot mess that they said. Oh yeah, he's gonna come out and he's gonna reveal something, and that's what you want to reveal, and then just say we need to pray for him. Really?
Yeah.
Somebody, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Well, we only came out for one reason. He got sick of being
Exactly.
blackmailed.
Right.
Exactly.
The girl was putting the charge on him, right?
Yeah,
So he got
yeah,
sick of
yeah.
paying, so he said,
I'm gonna find a cure for it.
would he have come out if that wasn't going on?
No,
Right.
he wasn't. Nope. So I mean, 2015 was a lot of drama this year, but
I
I enjoyed
think-
it so much more than 2014. I hated
I
2014.
don't remember 2014.
What has happened to this bowler, man?
Look, cause you know how that went away, right? Ebola was hype.
You can
but
tell
he-
Spinach from over there, because them stories over there are touching him.
Same thing
Cecil
with
and
bird
Ebola.
flu,
The
swine
bird flu,
whatever
yes.
the other stuff was. Everything.
Man, like, this is
Like it was just over. That one doctor came back, it was cured, and it was done.
Yep.
It was done.
Yeah.
And ISIS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, ISIS was like making YouTube videos on the daily beheading people.
That's crazy.
Those videos were easy to find too. Like they were like, oh, it is fake because you only see the picture with them start. Then you go look and then you see the whole video. It's like, man, ISIS is crazy. But you know what I find interesting is how ISIS is looked at as such evil people for the things they're doing, and rightfully so. But over there, they look at us like we the bad guys because when we bombing, we're not killing like you know when they say, oh we hit the leader in an airstrike. No, you killed about 140 other people that were around them, women, children, and everything. Yeah. So it's I don't know. But yeah, 2015 is a little crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with 2015.
I want to talk about music though.
Okay.
2015, I think music is finally trying to come back.
Okay.
The Kendrick Lamar, the J. Cole's,
Okay.
the Jennifer Hudson's, Fantasia came back strong this year.
Justin Bieber.
Oh, see?
I gotta.
She didn't say
I
that. I didn't say that. Who else? Brandy came back hard. Did you just get a look on Brandy? I didn't say her brother.
What song did she come out with? I don't even know.
She's doing Broadway right now. And she did do the song. And Monica came back. Old Red was banging. We gotta do that just for me. You know you got that.
I don't know.
You
Just
got
Like
that. It's
Me
on there.
With Lil Wayne, yeah. I did like that song, but I mean, I don't know. Hip hop kind of made it come back too. Jadakiss, top 5 dead or
Oh
alive.
my God. I
Yep.
love me some Jada.
And like you
But
said,
we have to talk about Lucas. Jonah Lucas came
oh
and
yeah,
he came strong.
yeah, yeah.
Like him being on BET, everybody else got to know who he was. But I like the fact that his communities, Worcester, is actually supporting him.
Not only that, he was one of the highlights. It's not like he was like in the background and waved his hand and said,
No,
"Oh,
he
that dude
was
from
on-
Worcester." He went.
And the thing about it is that he wasn't supposed to be. He was supposed to be on the internet version of it. But because he was so good, they put him on the live version. So
Yeah.
I'm like, much respect, Jonah. Much respect.
This 2015, he better like pray that 2016 is as good as 2015. 2015 was a
But
monster.
also, I want to talk about Akon. Nobody really wanted to talk about him doing the electricity over there in Africa, right?
Yep.
What was it?
Yeah.
It's like,
600 people.
yeah. So like nobody wants to talk about him because he hasn't really done anything musically in a little while now. But that he did that.
So why don't we go around and ask everybody what was the biggest story of the year for them?
Nancy.
Oh gosh, the biggest story of the year 2015.
Yes, biggest story for you 2015.
Are we talking locally or globally or
Whatever. What was the biggest story to you in
Yes.
2015? Gotta give
Come
me
up to the
the
mic.
mic.
I gotta think of something to say before I get up to the mic.
You ready?
Ready?
You go.
Was the dress gold and white or blue and black?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about
It was blue and
that.
gold, by the way.
I'm not kidding. But did that make the news, right?
It was
There was
blue
But
and
it did though.
That broke the internet.
And
Yeah.
it was weird that every time I looked at it, it was a different color depending on what computer I was
Yeah.
on.
Exactly.
It was weird. So, but no, that wasn't the top story. I think some of the top stories we're talking about in is, and it's the work I do too, is the epidemic, the opiate epidemic.
Yes.
Like it's killing more people than anything else, and I actually don't think that it's getting enough attention, but we're starting. So,
And that story, it took a life on its own because it like branched out to other stories. A lot of the robberies that
Yep.
were happening around in the Worcester, West Wilson, and the local areas. A lot of things like that were stemmed from the opiate
Yep.
epidemic.
Jasmine. Go ahead, lady.
flies landed in my drink.
What's one of your top stories? The key's over there. Go ahead.
Well, I think one of the top stories has been the weather, the fact that the weather's gone crazy. Like right now we've got all these floodings and then no snow in areas that
Yep.
Exactly.
So I don't know what's gonna happen to us for this coming year, but that's definitely a big thing. The fact that a lot of people are getting displaced, and losing homes and everything.
Yeah, wasn't it like 8 people just passed away in Texas through the tornado like yesterday?
Down that area, the flooding is bad. Yeah.
And they showed the pictures of the houses going into the bridge.
Mm,
Wasn't that
yeah,
Missouri though?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Yeah, Missouri.
and everything's
Yeah.
getting blamed on climate change. I'm still on the fence about that.
Me too.
I'm not sure if that's. I mean, it's weather's being weather. Weather was always
Mother
crazy.
Nature's always been
Yeah,
difficult.
Mother Nature always changed. There was ice age before, and now it's like, oh, the world's coming to an end. And it's like the world changed. I mean, you ask a dinosaur, they would tell you it happened a long time ago. I don't know, but I'm not sure. Mrs. McNeil.
Your turn.
Besides your husband being voted one of the finalists, but Steve Harvey got it wrong, for the most handsome man in America, what was the biggest story to you this year?
One of the biggest stories that touched my heart this year was, I have two. One was the baby Bella
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have little kids that really hit me.
Me too. I didn't care.
Wow.
No, I didn't care.
You're mean.
I'm
That
sorry.
wasn't right.
It's not that I didn't care.
And one of the other things locally was the DCF scandal. Like the city's DCF
Jeremiah.
has just gone down the tubes.
Yes, I do agree with that.
That was
Knowledge to show you how to do
those were two. Yeah, those were two different stories. DCF was with the girl. It wasn't in Auburn that died.
No, but it started with Jeremiah
Yeah.
Okay.
in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the girl, that one
And then the
too.
girl on Wellington Street.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Yep, Jeremiah. That was crazy.
Yeah, DCF. Y'all.
They still acting up. But that goes to welfare too, because they don't do their job either.
No, they don't. I'm with you now.
They don't do
Earlier
their
this year, I was like, you going a little hard on me, right?
No,
Now
son,
I'm
they
just
don't
like,
do
yeah,
their jobs either.
They mess up.
But I also want to talk about the patty pies.
Patty was-
The sweet potato pie with Patty
I did
and
go there.
Mr. James Wright. James Wright is a name now for himself.
She brought him out on one of her performances. He
Yes,
came
so
out
but
and
so
said,
did Tamar Braxton.
Yep.
Like everybody's bringing him out, so it's like he made a name. He sang about them pies, baby, and they got him. Spinner, what's yours?
I want to keep it on the light note. You gotta love the memes for 2015. The biggest ones was the Hotline Bling.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody and their mama remixed it.
Yes.
I like when the Hotline Bling. Yeah, that was me.
Man, when Steve Harvey with the Miss Universe thing, and they was like, you can't breathe.
That
Oh,
was
they went
recent.
in
I
on
felt
Steve
so
Harvey.
bad for Steve
Yeah.
Harvey.
They
Oh,
went
I
in on
just
him.
felt so bad.
I didn't feel bad
He
because he
come
got
back,
hired
though.
for next year too.
Yeah, but still,
And he got paid.
Still, it's just, you make him. I mean, and it's. I think people are terrible too. Nobody allows for human error.
No, of course
Like,
not.
people are just like on him, like really giving him a hard time about
Celebrities
that.
can't make
No,
mistakes.
there's no room for human error now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know the Bill Cosby memes and
Yeah.
it's just
Yo, with that hotline bling, everybody had something. Yo, everybody.
They were mixing.
yeah, people are so
You've seen
creative,
it.
man.
The hotline what?
With Drake's his song, and then everybody made
I listened
like
to that
he was
today,
soft
too.
sewing.
Yeah. So they had him
And his
swap
ball.
skiing. They
I'll show you.
put Bill Cosby's face on him dropping pills.
Listen,
Yeah, it was
they
like-
did do that.
Yeah, I mean that.
Oh,
But speaking of Drake,
Yeah.
Drake versus Meek Mill. Drake.
Oh,
yo,
it's Drake,
he
yeah.
beat
back
up
to
me.
back.
Yeah, Drake. Like
He
He shut him down.
I had to open my bottle
He
of
didn't
sparkling
50
water.
Cent Ja Ruling, but he definitely shot him down.
Oh no, he's 50 Cent and Ja Rule.
No, he didn't 50
Yes, he
Cent
did.
Ja Rule.
Listen,
Nah,
listen.
Ja Rule, the whole company went away with you. 50 did that to Ja Rule and then.
Okay, so where's Meek Mill going now? Meek Mill
He
has
still
worst
went.
year.
He
Yes,
definitely
he's
had
still-
the worst.
Nah, he's still on his girl.
He's
tour.
still-
Exactly.
No. He's on his girl's tour, but he's on his way back to jail for probation violation too.
Yes.
He's stayed taking L's this year. I mean,
He did.
I feel bad for him.
I don't, because you put yourself in that. Because he tried to go out Wale. Like, come on, son.
Yeah.
Like, get your life.
That's another thing he did wrong. Like he went at Wale and then like
People on your label.
yeah,
How you gonna
and then
be
Rick
like-
Ross was like, no, they still family. And he's like, nah, we not family. And Rick Ross was like, no, they still family. It was like it's a mess with him.
They
But
did.
I don't want you to miss because
Yes, but you still have to say yours.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry, what is your name?
Spinner.
Spinner. So you said you wanted to keep it on a light note, and I'm over here feeling really heavy and dark and gloomy. And I'm thinking, what can I say that's light? I don't
No,
really
I
think
was
have-
just trying to
Oh
break
no,
the
no!
trend,
I'd
you know?
rather be light. I'd rather be like, I don't want to be the
Talk
dark
about
cloud.
Adele,
Everybody's
you know.
light.
Oh, yeah, Adele came back strong.
Adele came back
now.
strong.
Because, hello? Listen. Everybody, your mama thought
Will I come here, please?
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
Sing?
You ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry.
Okay, that's it. That's it.
Woo! Yeah! You go ahead.
Go ahead, Willow.
Your story, Nancy.
Someone else said it, the opioid addiction problem. Yeah, it blows my mind. And everyone's like, good, this is bringing attention to it. Well, guess what? We already know we have this huge
Exactly.
problem. Who's going to cough up the money for the programs? Nobody gives a shit about a junkie. Nobody's going to cough up any tax dollars for that. You know, the rich people are going to send their kids to private places, and everyone else is just going to fail. I was so shocked tonight. I was, just flicking through the television, and there's a documentary on HBO about the opioid crisis on the Cape.
Right.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, is anything sacred in the world? That's like saying there's no Santa Claus. Like, wow. But you know nothing's gonna happen.
Exactly.
It's not.
I got you.
It's not.
Well, I think it just needs, it was like, when we look back at the AIDS epidemic in the 80s, like, it took a lot, insurance companies were not paying for the treatment or the research, or nothing was being done, there was no money at all. But there was like, people that were like going to Washington DC, and if you go on YouTube and see, if you go on YouTube and watch videos of the AIDS epidemic in the 80s when it started, that like people were going in front of the White House with the ashes of their loved ones and throwing them over the fences and laying down in the streets. And people, we changed, and now, like, you don't see, I remember in the 80s, people were dropping like flies from the virus, and now, like, it's no longer a death sentence. It's, people are living for years and years with the virus. And I think until we start holding the insurance companies, because it's really a disease addiction, and until we until the insurance companies are paying, if I have cancer, the doctor's not going to say, come back next week because we don't have a bed available. You know what I mean? They're not going to treat it like any other, they don't treat it like a disease.
Yep.
So until they do treat it like a disease, we are going to have problems getting to the, getting
To the root.
treatment.
But locally, Worcester can also learn, because we do have a horrible opioid problem. Worcester can learn from, I can't remember the other town in the state of Massachusetts. There's a town that is
Quincy.
It's Quincy, that the police
They're
are
doing
working
it
with
too.
it, and they're doing an awesome job where their percentage has gone down almost like 80%, they said.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Right.
Dear heart, dear heart, dear heart. There are more pressing matters, like making sure Mosaic is on the up and up. Just saying.
What is that?
Mosaic Cultural Complex. It is located at 41 Piedmont Street, and it's good part of the year. Good part of the year they did an audit of them to make sure that they were doing what they were supposed to do. It took a lot of time, a lot of money to do whatever they did with them. But come to find out that there's other pressing things that our city council should be addressing more than that. That's all.
True, that's true.
And I want to shout out the fact that Christian King did make it to the city council.
Yeah.
So he will be taking his rightful place January 5th.
I personally feel
Is it the 5th?
The
I don't know.
alarm rate,
I think it's the 5th.
he's gonna be there. So
Fourth or the
it
fifth.
don't matter. He's gonna be there.
I'm trying to make sure other people get there too. 'Cause
I'm
it
trying
is
to make sure
free.
that they know that he came on this show
Is he
and
coming
we
back, or is he
boosted
coming back?
him.
We'll get him. We'll get him back.
He better come back, or
I'm just saying.
or it's gonna be some problems. That's right.
Listen, we know how to
That's
get
right.
people out now.
Hear how we beef with each other. Imagine how we beef with someone who did the third.
I'm not paying $30 But we're gonna take a pause for the cause because we need some music, and it's 11:20.
wow.
40 minutes.
You understand that? So we're gonna be cheering very, very soon. So spin up. Wait.